I know what this looks like, but this isn't what it seems. I did just get killed by the Great Jagras, and that's embarrassing. I've also been fighting it for 8 minutes, and that's also embarrassing. But you have to understand that it's not my fault. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I wound up killing the Barioth last night with a buddy. We teamed up, and it was a very long and grueling fight. We died a lot, but eventually we succeeded, and it was due in large part to the fact that many people graciously gave me advice on how to deal with him, breaking his wings and his legs to limit his mobility, trying to cut off his tail, using flash pods and shock traps. There were a lot of great suggestions, and when I booted up the game and when my buddy got on, I was like, yo, I got the strat and we about to kill this fool. And we killed it, and it was great. It was both of our first times killing him, and it was a tremendous amount of fun. So because that fight was so challenging, though, I don't really want to fight a challenging monster right now, so I'm going to go kill the Great Jagras. But I also want to talk about the notion that Monster Hunter as a game knows exactly what it is, and it doesn't try to be anything more than what it is. So let's get in there and deal with this Great Jagras. There's a random chance that whenever you fly into an area for the first time, that the game will send you to a random location, and that is what happened to me, which is sort of unfortunate. But I don't really need anything out of the box. I think I have rations with me, and I've chosen to leave my cat behind because I want to just have a pure me versus the monster experience. So let's go find the Great Jagras and start this conversation. He's usually always in the same spot, so I should be able to just walk over here, and he's probably right around this corner, actually. Oh no, he's not there. Where you at, buddy? In any case, Monster Hunter as a game, it knows exactly what it is. And what do I mean by that? I was talking to a buddy yesterday about Monster Hunter and what it is, because he'd never played it before and he doesn't know about the game. And when I was thinking of my explanation for it, it wound up being really simple, such that it almost made the game sound boring. But anybody that plays the game and enjoys the game will be sure to let you know that Monster Hunter is not boring in the slightest. It's incredibly satisfying. But the core gameplay loop of Monster Hunter is always the same. From moment one, level one, day one, your goal is the same. You hunt monsters, you kill those monsters, and you collect their parts, and then you make weapons and armor with those things, and then you go hunt a new monster. That is Monster Hunter, and it's never anything more than that. But layered on top of that very simple premise is a very rich combat system, a very rich roster of monsters to fight, a huge variety in each individual monster. So the Great Jagras has a lot of different attacks it can do. It has its own biology, its own strengths, its own weaknesses, and the game has ways for you to learn about those things. You can figure out what parts of the monsters are breakable to make your fight easier or more difficult. That helped me in the Barioth fight tremendously. It looks like the Jagras just ate something, so he's vomiting all the time, and that's going to actually be a part of his attacks now. He's actually going to be able to projectile vomit at me to deal damage to me. And he can't do that if he hasn't recently eaten something. So all of that goes in to make Monster Hunter into this rich experience, even though the game itself is very, very simple. And that's where the beauty comes from within the game. And if Monster Hunter didn't know what it was and what it wanted to be, then it would be significantly worse off. If they tried to shoehorn different mechanics into the game that have no place in it, like some kind of a PvP system, or if they were constantly changing the crafting system or how you build armor and weapons, when it's simple right now and it works because of its simplicity. It's always kind of the same. If you want to make an armor set out of that is themed based on the Great Jagras and what he does, then you kill the Great Jagras for the parts. If you want to make something for the Barioth, you kill the Barioth for the parts. By the way, I don't know that I will ever farm the Barioth because he is such a pain in the ass to fight. Let me switch back to sword mode real quick. That was a very well-timed guard point there. What are you going to do? Oh, he was trying to roll on me, but thankfully his aim was off, so I didn't get smacked by that. Such timing. Unfortunately, I knocked him back a little bit too far with my initial hit, so the big slam down of the super amped element discharge didn't connect with him, so I didn't get the maximum amount of damage from that. Do I have time to charge my sword here? Yes, I just hit the tippy tip of his tail there. But it's really nice to play a game that doesn't change fundamentally very often, because Monster Hunter World specifically, I can't speak for the other games, but it's been fundamentally the same from the moment I picked it up all the way into the Iceborne expansion, which I'm assuming is the end of the game's life cycle. I don't know if there are going to be more expansions to it or if they're just going to make a new title, but whatever the case is, it feels like a very complete experience, and it's a consistent experience, but it's also one that has plenty of new stuff as well. So I'm going to activate Savage Axe mode here, so now I've got that buzzsaw effect going on. So whenever my axe goes through the enemy, I'm going to get bonus hits on the enemy. Look at that. But I'm going to switch back over to sword mode for just a second, because I do need to recharge my shield. Oh no, I'm getting hit by the Great Jagras because I'm terrible. By the way, I feel really bad whenever I fight this thing and I don't do it in spectacular fashion, because this is literally the easiest monster in the game. It's the first monster that you fight, and pretty much basically once you've fought him enough times, the Great Jagras becomes the monster that you fight when you want to test something out or when you want to practice or get a warm-up. And me getting hit like this by him is just embarrassing. So that feels bad. Come on, hit me. Yeah, that's what you wanted to do. Oh no! Well, that is also what he wanted to do, but that time it actually did damage. When you struggle against the Great Jagras, feels bad. Alright, let's go into our Savage Axe mode and stop playing around with this stupid thing. Never mind, he's good. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die. Wait a minute, hold on. Because if I die, I'm gonna fail the investigation. Wait. Jagras, wait. Hold on. Jagras, wait. Don't do this to me. Don't embarrass me like this. Jagras. Guys, wait a minute. Guys. Wait. Jagras, no. Jagras, please. Don't. Jagras is about to end my whole career. Okay, I drank a potion. I'm better now. Oh my goodness, but it's really important in my opinion for a game to know what it is and to not try to be something that it's not, and to appreciate all the things that it's good at and to capitalize on all of those strengths. And one of the major strengths of Monster Hunter is that fighting monsters is freaking awesome. So they've doubled down on the experience of fighting monsters, and that is all you do in the game. And the combat and all these other things, they are designed in such a way that it's always enjoyable, it's always rich, and it always feels good, even when you're struggling to kill a freaking Great Jagras. He's not even great, bro. He's actually trash. All right. Well, that wasn't a very optimal combination that I did there, but it worked out, and I ended up not getting obliterated by the easiest monster in the game. So, I guess mission accomplished. um, but another reason why I think it's interesting to look at Monster Hunter as a package that knows what it is and a consistent experience is because I play a lot of Destiny 2 as well, and Destiny 2 is a wildly inconsistent experience to the point where it's almost frustrating to play it sometimes because it is constantly changing and evolving, not even always for the better. Sometimes it changes in weird ways that don't feel like they're beneficial. Sometimes systems get added to the game that feel like they're incomplete. But I've never had the sensation that anything in Monster Hunter is incomplete, and it probably has to do with the fact that the basic premise is very simple, and so are all the systems. The armor crafting system is simple. The weapon system is relatively simple, but within it, things are built up around it, and the foundation is always the same. Whereas in Destiny, the experience has changed fundamentally many times. What are you doing, Jagras? Attack me, not the grass. Come on. There you go. That's what I wanted you to do. Is he going to leave or is he enraged? No, he's enraged. Let's jump off. Oh no, I thought I was going to have time to do that. Oh, it feels bad. But my goodness, this game looks gorgeous during the daytime and the nighttime, honestly. Oh, he's eating something again. Because I think it would be weird if Monster Hunter fundamentally changed the way that you engage with certain mechanics, because they've been the same and they've been consistent for so long, and the systems make sense. And there is a certain amount of, hey, players get used to the way things work, and the way things work aren't necessarily bad, but there's always room for refinement. And I think that's what Iceborne did so well, is that it went in and it added a lot of stuff to the existing weapons, and it gave them new things that they can engage with and new combos that they can do, but they didn't take away from any of the existing combos or make any of the existing combos worse off. Oh, I kind of just gave him an advantage. He was trying to run away, and I thought maybe he would have reached this and slammed his head into it and fell over, but he was a little bit too far. I'm still getting used to the slinger burst mechanics and the clutch claw. But that sort of goes with my point of the foundation is the same, but they've added on top of the foundation without fundamentally changing the way things work. The clutch claw is a new addition to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. You have this little claw that you can send out to grapple onto the monster, and you can manipulate their body in different ways when you're clutched onto them, and you can debuff them based on what you do to them. So it adds this whole layer to the combat, but the base level combat is still the same. Like right now, I'm on the Great Jagras, and I'm punching him in the face, and now I've shot all of my slinger ammo, and it knocked him into the wall. That's a new mechanic in the game, but it's still fundamentally the same game. The combat is still Monster Hunter combat. This Savage Axe mode, that was added with Iceborne to the Charge Blade. The little buzzsaw effect, that's new, but it's still, I'm still fundamentally using the Charge Blade and failing with it miserably. Oh no, I'm about to die again. Wait, Jagras, wait. Cloak of Invisibility, activate. Okay. And so I say all that to say that Monster Hunter is a fantastic game, and I'm going to be playing it a lot lately. So if you guys are enjoying watching me hunt monsters and fail miserably at it, and enjoying these different discussions about different aspects of the game, be sure to let me know. I do also want to change weapons from time to time just to experiment with something a little different and see what it's like. So I won't always be using the charge blade, but for now that's what we're working with, because this is my main weapon. It's my favorite weapon. It's very satisfying to use. So, you know, let me know how you've enjoyed the Monster Hunter experience, and if you do enjoy it, then I will continue playing it. And of course, there will be more Blue in the Face in the future. There will be more Destiny in the future as well. There'll be plenty more stuff all across the board in the future. So, you know, you just got to stay tuned. But for the here and now, the Jagras is not going to sleep, probably because I'm here, but he is on death's door. Do I have a trap? I do have a trap. All right, let's get a little bit silly for the final bit of his health. Let's try and be a little silly here. I am going to wait. Where's he going? What are you doing? Oh, he's coming right here. All right, look, Jagras. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Ah. That's not really how you're supposed to use those, but I've never been one to play this game correctly. I'm pretty bad at it, if I'm honest. There we go. There's no better way to end than by bonking the Jagras on his back and knocking him down. That was very fun. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you next time.